Welcome into my super late, super outdated Week 7 review. We started off with Thursday night and Sean Payton and Bo Nix went to on the road to the New Orleans Saints. The Broncos win 33-10. That was Bo Nix's first game on prime time, 33-10. Then we go to the early Sunday morning game when we had the Jags, who are 1-5, versus the Patriots, who are 1-5. Drake Mason on his second game as his starting quarterback ended 16-32 to the Jags. And as for now, as this recording Wednesday night, Doug Pearson is still in the job, and the Jags are now 2-5. Patriots are 1-6. Again, keep pounding, guys. Again, Patriots and Patriots and Pats keep chugging along, because you know what, guys, you're gonna get yourself a big pick in that draft. But between the Panthers and the Patriots, who gets that first round pick. But Drake made a good day. He had 2 touchdown passes. Not a bad game for him, but ultimately he should have started 7 weeks ago, in my opinion. Then we had the Lions versus the Vikings. The Lions lead it late with a Jake Bates field goal to make it 31-29. Then we have the Packers versus the Texans, and then the Texans had one job. One job is just to beat the Cheeseheads, beat the fucking Packers. Again, I do not like the fucking Packers. I cannot stand the Packers. But the Packers get the job done. Jordan Love has three passing touchdowns, which was a great day for him. Mixon had 25 carries for the Texans. He had a good game as well. 22-24. Packers get the job done. Then we go to the Dolphins and the Colts. We had Tyler Huntley playing for the Dolphins, and Anthony Richardson was back, 16-10, and the Colts get the job done. Then we had the Titans and the Bills. Bills win 10-30. Yeah, we had Titans and the Bills 10-34. Amari Cooper made his debut for the Bills. He got traded last week he got traded from the Skid Marks to Buffalo, and him and Amari Cooper and Josh Allen got the job done, 10-34. Josh Allen had 2 passing touchdowns, 323 yards. He had a great day on Sunday. Then we had the Bengals and the Browns, these skid marks in the NFL. They're back, baby. These skid marks versus the Bengals. Bengals looks like they've got their momentum back. The Bengals won 21-14. Joe Burrow had 2 passing touchdowns, and again, this was one of those teams. Both teams are not that good this year. Bengals really slow start, but they're picking things up right now. The Browns, again, you look at the trades, the worst trades in NFL history. And 2 years ago, bringing in Deshaun Watson, yay, that was such a fucking good decision, bringing in Deshaun Watson. It's nothing but allegations, more allegations, and more injuries. And if Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski, they should be fucking fired. If they're not fired after week 8, just fire them at the end of the year. Kevin Stefanski, in 4 years, got into 2 playoff appearances for the Browns since Kevin Stefanski's been Browns head coach. Andrew Berry was actually he's the GM for the Browns, and he sanctioned this whole Deshaun Watson's trade from the Texans 2 years ago. Fire Andrew Berry and fire Kevin Stefanski. Then we have the Seahawks and the Falcons. Seahawks win 34-14. Geno Smith, 18 out of 28 throws, 2 touchdowns, 207 yards. Good day for Geno Smith. Then we had the Eagles and the Giants. Again, you're looking at really coaches on the hot seat. Kevin Stefanski at the Browns. Doug Pearson against Sirianni. Sirianni got the job done, but it's against a really bad Giants team. 29-3. Giants get the job done. Then we have the Commanders versus the Panthers. The Commanders win 40-7. Mariota started this game because Jayden Daniels had an injury. So Mariota had a decent game. But again, steamrolled the Panthers. Keep pounding, guys. You know what? you keep pounding, and 2025 draft, when the 2025 draft comes, you'll get yourself that quarterback. Just keep pounding, guys. You'll get it somewhere. You and the Patriots can just keep pounding away, guys. But you'll get it one day. But good for the Commanders. Like, the Commanders have been a really surprising team this year. But yeah, Dan Quinn, I was really questioning about him being the head coach this year, but Dan Quinn's doing a good job. Dan Quinn's doing a good job with the Commanders. Then we have the rematch from the Super Bowl last year. It should have been on primetime Monday night, in my opinion. The Chiefs versus the 49ers. Chiefs win 28-18, and the Chiefs are 6-0 now, undefeated. Mahomes has 16 out of 27 throws, 154 yards. And again, it wasn't Mahomes' best game, but he got the job done. This is what happens when you have championship winning teams. You find a way to get the job done. And again, once again, Andy Reid's in-game management defeated Kyle Shanahan again. Then we had the Raiders versus the Rams. The Rams get the job done, 26-15. Then we go to the primetime game on Sunday night, and again, I didn't watch this live, but I watched replay after. I saw that on Twitter. There's this bad botch between Russell Wilson. I was trying to find somebody, he throws it to nobody. Like, there's nobody there, man. But the Steelers get the job done, 15-17. Steelers roll on. Steelers, again, for this game, Russell Wilson started this game. I don't know why. Was Fields injured? I don't know. Like, again, I'm not a fan of the quarterback. Again, Russell Wilson is way past his best. Fields, it wasn't the guy in Chicago, and you know, really, you look at it. Is it time for maybe Mike Tomlin to go end the year? I know that Mike Tomlin's done some great things the last couple of years. Like, again, he never has a losing record in the regular season, but you haven't been to a championship game in a number of years. I think it's time to move on from Mike Tomlin. And you're looking at that Steelers defense. That really got that the defense side of the ball really helped the Steelers this year. Then we had the Ravens versus the Buccaneers. This was on the Monday night game. We had two Monday night games. Ravens were on the road to the Buccaneers. The Ravens win 41-37. Again, you're looking at the Ravens. They're absolutely contenders. You're looking at Lamar Jackson. He is a Super Bowl contender. He is definitely an MVP candidate this year. Derrick Henry is up there. Again, probably the best signing I think this year for the NFL. The missing piece for this Ravens team has been Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's been so great. Him and Lamar Jackson complement each other so well. Again, Derrick Henry has 16 carries and 169 yards. You had Lamar Jackson have 5 touchdowns in this game. Both guys had really great games, and you look at Derrick Henry, he's going to shout for MVP this year as well. Derrick Henry's a shout out for an MVP this year. So is Lamar Jackson. And then we go to the other Monday night game, the Chargers and the Cardinals. Again, this started at 9 p.m. Eastern. Like, start one at 4. I keep saying this, start one at 4, maybe start one at 10. Work around it. Then you had the Cardinals win 17-15 against the Chargers with a late field goal. To make 17-15, and that is the Week 7 recap over for the NFL. So I'll leave you guys' thoughts in the comments.